Hello everybody, it's Marty Smith, FullTiltPokerReport.com. Here tonight we're going to be monitoring the $350,000 guaranteed tournament. It has a whopping 2,279 participants in it with a buy-in of $200. There were a lot of qualifiers for this tournament running through the week, so I think a lot of people are in some of the biggest tournament they've ever been in terms of entry fee. But there's a lot of people who are generally in these tournaments virtually every week, including some notable pros, but we're just going to take a peek at the prize structure here. Total prize pool is $455,000, with first place taking $83,600. If you make the final table, you're going to be making at least $6,300, and some of the top prize money. The second's going to be getting $51,000, while third is taking down close to $34,000. So some very nice prize money. Of course, not as great as last week's F-Tops tournament, where first place took down $225,000, but still some great money here. You have to finish in, let's see, 351st position to make the money, and you would have gained a small profit of about $75 if you are able to do that. Okay, so we're going to be monitoring that now. There's already a couple hundred players out of the tournament. As usually happens in the first hour, a good number of players go out, especially the weak players are the ones who sort of come in with a philosophy is that they want to double up or get out. So some players go out with that in mind as well. A good friend here, Mike Mattis, was in this tournament, and we're going to hope that he makes the final table. He did a few weeks ago, finishing in about 7th or 8th before fusing out. And last week he stepped into a monster hand and was on a draw, and he was basically drawing dead and put his whole stack at risk for a small pot. I have a video of that as well if you want to take a peek at it. And also, one of our favorite tournament players is in this tonight, Carlos Mortensen. Looks like he has doubled up in the early going here. We're less than half an hour into this tournament. The blinds are still 25 and 50. And we're going to be watching him. Hopefully he will make the final table. He did a couple of weeks ago as well, finishing a strong third. And we all know Carlos Mortensen is a great player, online and live as well. In fact, I can tell you a few, well, maybe last year or maybe 18 months ago, he finished first in the PokerStars Sunday Million Tournament twice in a row. First place twice in a row. That is an amazing feat with a field as large as 3,000 players. So we'll be watching him, and hopefully we get some exciting hands. When we are doing the final table, we will be exploring the Dan Harrington MZone analysis as well. So I'll be going through that and explaining some of the features I use on this when I make the final table, or even, at least when you're in the money. It's a way to measure a player's strength and range of cards based on how much chips he has left, and combining that with your small blind, big blind, and pot. So we'll be going through a bit of that here later as well. Okay, it's Marty Smith at FullTiltPokerReport.com. This final table should be live on the site, let's say by Monday night. And we'll be going through it tonight as well. Okay, guys, take care. Good luck at the tables. Ciao.